and you disrupt the vibe and spirit.
They see it.
And it comes out, and they might not even get onto you right there.
But they see it.
But it's noted, and then it always comes out. It always comes out in behavior. Because that type of behavior, when you're completely unaware and you have no etiquette, it comes out with rash behavior here, rash behavior here. Oh, I'm a Salakhya. And then you're going to use up all your Salakhya's, man.
Yeah, you got it.
Everybody has a certain bottle of Salakhya's.
Yeah, that 70 times 70 is a complete number for a particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't mean forever. You just hey, man.
You Salakhya your way to a missile, man. No, you adjust, figure it out. Like they all said, be quiet. Subject yourselves one to another.
That's right.
Okay? Understand how the spirit is flowing. Be mindful.
Mm-hmm.
Be mindful. You got the apostles and you got the elder brothers. They're guiding the flock, man, and they're doing it willingly.
Right.
But you make it to be out of strife, and your brother like, think about you, and they're like, ugh.
1 Thessalonians 5:14. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men. Kahalam la Yahweh Bashim Shai Wahabakakudash. The bonus to the hopefully look elder apostle slave to be saved. Lord, I want to start with those. This is GMS Church. Shalom to the rest that may be out here under the same doctrine. Onward to the brothers Dakim here in this faction of this hopeful elect assembly in the order teaching in all diligence and truth, and faith and sincerity. Onward to the rest of the Akim doing likewise, from you elder on down to you younger, to the rest of you believers also in on this faith of Yahweh Shemel Shai Shalom. All right, so yeah, man. You heard the elder brother said, you can there's only so many Salachyas you got. Okay, we all got it. All right. And those Salachyas is probably being made. Well, really, let me prove that first. Sirach chapter 17, verse 25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. Yeah. So you're supposed to be offending less. So that proves it, man. We only got so many Salachyas. You only got so many Salachyas, okay? And those Salachyas is probably coming through, you being unruly, which we're going to get that word unruly back in 1 Thessalonians 5:14. Now we exhort you, brethren, right? We're being encouraged, okay, to what? To warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient toward all men, okay? And let me get that. Okay, so we get that word. Unruly. And it reads what? Atakos. Atakos or toast. But the meaning is what? It says disorderly, out of ranks, often so, in parentheses, often so of soldiers. Irregular, inordinate, immoderate pleasures. Yeah. Which is, no etiquette. That's exactly what that is. It says deviating from prescribed order or rule. So men that basically want to do what they want to do, they can't get in line with, the protocol. They can't, get in line with the order that the Lord has set up, the way that this thing works, the way that, a body, can exist, healthily in a health sense. Okay. They can't get with that. They want to come up with their own stuff, pretty much. Yeah, so they're completely insubordinate. And when you get the word insubordinate, defiant of authority, disobedient to orders. So yeah, man, the Lord said what? Yeah, unmanageable. Okay, you're uncontrollable, you're non-compliant, you're rebellious, you're delinquent. What is delinquent? It's a typically of a young person or that person's behavior, showing or characterized by a tendency to commit crime, particularly a minor crime, which, there's would be another word for offense. Something that would be an offense is something that goes against the guidelines of, the protocol in your camp, the protocol amongst the given order, which we are to rule with amongst the brethren, amongst the church. Okay. And more and seriously, even more specific, the scriptures, which is all that's running off the scriptures, but to just say that by itself, just the order of the scriptures in itself, giving off the scriptures itself, which is to be, okay, awkward, difficult, awkward meaning causing difficulty or hard to do or deal with. Yeah, that's a person that's unruly, someone that's difficult, they're hard to deal with, or someone that's awkward, which is someone that's hard to deal with, and they cause difficulty. They're contrary, they're opposite in nature, direction, or meaning. So when everybody, here, you over there, where everybody moving this way, it's off. You really gonna have that be the case when you are not even a head or a leader or anything, and which everything, the way a body works, everything is to be according to pretty much what the head is supposed to co-sign, or authorize, which is seen in the men that's over camps, but even chiefly Yahweh Shai, okay? And then above Yahweh Shai, the Most High, okay, Yahweh. Okay, so they're those particular individuals moving in this direction, and all those that's under those, which is first and foremost, everybody under the Yahweh, including Yahweh Shai, and everybody, all of us are under Yahweh Shai, and then you got men that haven't been put in like a lead or, if you will, a head position, will be under those that have. Okay, so anyone going opposite in nature or direction, is they're completely contrary. And contrary, once again, is a meaning is a synonym to insubordinate, which is the meaning to unruly. So ultimately, to be contrary is to be unruly and roguish, So yeah, man. So let's go back. And what did the Lord say about these particular individuals? It says, verse 14, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly. Yeah, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient towards them. And what's the warning? That you only got so many Salachyas, man. You're supposed to be offended less. Returning, repenting, returning is a Salachya in itself. So you got that Salachya. Then you got, a just man falling 7 times, completely, which is a complete number of falls. Let me get it. Proverbs 24, And 16, for a just man falleth 7 times. Yeah, it says, and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. So that's a salaki. All the times you're going to fall, those are salakis in itself, which is, once again, a certain number, a complete number, which goes into second Ezra's, how the Lord said, which I'll probably do a lesson on that. Pretty much the measure. He doesn't move nor stir anything till the said measure be fulfilled. So basically, another word for fulfilled is complete. So with number 7 representing completion, it's just a certain measure. It's a given measure. Everything on this earth has a given measure. On down to us. So us brothers and sisters in this truth. That even to the even to the T of or down to the degree of how many times you can go off or do something, offend in the same way. You don't know how many times the Lord may have given you on a certain offense. So upon knowing this, it's that's true. This stands true that you only got so many salakis, man. Because you're supposed to be offending less and less and less, which helps prove that as well. Okay, so for the just man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. So that is basically going to be the result. We read all the time as far as, the just going to keep getting back up. Well, on certain things, the just ain't going to keep falling tripping up at, man. Okay, because if they do, they're not offending less. They actually just the wicked. You only got so many salakis, like the elder brother said, man. Elder brother said, the elder said, which is what? Until you salaki your way to a missile. Okay? You can't keep coming around, throwing the body off, doing things just completely off in the spirit. Just basically being a demon, man. Being a damn demon. Being insubordinate, you being difficult to deal with. You just can't get with the order. You just want to keep doing things that according to the scriptures, to be off, and that's effective things. You just keep doing it, or you do it and you stop doing it for a while, then you do it again, and all those times you came with what? A salakia. You're gonna get destroyed. Proverbs 29:1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. And ain't gonna be no more counsels, ain't gonna be no more rebukes, ain't gonna be no more knowing the terror of the Lord, where the men that know the terror of the Lord are persuading you. It's gonna be you falling into the hands of the Lord completely, man. And you're gonna be out. You're gonna be out. It's something known as, I'm gonna do a lesson on that, Lord willing. I come back and do it. Culling sheep. Just because you heard the sheep, the shepherd's voice. Okay, I gotta be the sheep. Well, there's something that's known amongst the process of herding sheep. The process of a shepherd herding his sheep. And obviously them responding to his voice, which shows they belong to him, and etc. But you have something also in the process of a shepherd herding his sheep, which is known as culling, and that's ultimately a sheep getting put out from the herd. That can happen to you, man. Even if you was once the shepherds, the shepherd can put that sheep out of the herd for certain reasons. And that's known as culling. Okay, so NLT, it says, whoever stubbornly refuses to accept criticism will suddenly be destroyed beyond recovery. And you won't be able to bounce back from that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this last one. This is Hebrews 13 and 17. Obey them that have rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they must give account, that they may do it with joy, not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. See, like the elder brother said, which is what? You know, you got men that's, the apostles, the elders, men guiding you, and you make it difficult. That mean you going off, and that mean you being ruly. When it come to dealing with you, it's like, like he says, like and you create that vibe, which is due to you being unruly. You have made yourself, difficult or awkward, or what I'm saying, weird, because you just can't get what you just off. You're not doing what you need to be doing. You actually going in another way, which is a sheep straying. You can go into the reasons why sheep stray, and it'll tell you the reason why sheep stray, because they, let me pull that up real quick. I won't even pull it up, but I'll just quote it. Maybe I can speak on it, and in another lesson, which is what, them play, either sensing some danger, or just more on the context, what I'm talking about that'll relate, will be because they got some desire of their own, and they can go off and do their own thing to satisfy that desire. And that literally happens with sheep, or they're not paying attention while they grazing, while they developing, and they end up developing or eating something, that wasn't proper, and then end up, taking them off, casting them out of the herd, or to where they end up straight. Okay, so yeah, man, this is in NLT. It says, obey your spiritual leaders and do what they say. Their work is to watch over your soul. So yeah, brother, men, you get under the order, man. You get in the order. We do how shall I say do, and then the men, we supposed to be subject to one to another. Even the elder brothers, the head brothers, the leads, whatever. You submit to other brothers' needs, to the brothers under you's needs. And not be unruly. Okay? And then, that's what we are to do. Be subject one to another. But like I said, with younger men, the more so this message is for. Because younger men will hear that and they'll run with that like they right about something. But yet you the main one that need to be learning. The one over you done learned everything you need to learn, and just touching up and still learning, and just mastering further, becoming more, or is to becoming, becoming more masterful of the things that he teaching you, or you learning from him. You enter into other men's labors. Okay. Men just want to be difficult, man. They want to, it shouldn't be like that. But anyway, it says, and do what they say. Their work is to watch over your souls, and they are accountable to the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Give them reason to do this with joy and not with sorrow. That will certainly not be for your benefit. Yeah. So we don't want to be, creating a situation, once again, like the other brother said, to where the spirit can't flow, you offended in the body, you got the body off, things can't operate with you, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, you only got you can't keep using Salakia. You're gonna Salakia your ass, like he said, to the nukes. You gonna Salakia your ass out from amongst brothers. And that culling situation is serious. Okay? We get on Jacob, we got to get on ourselves, because the only ones that's going to make it is and the answer is barely is those that's even in, it's just those that's in this truth. Okay? So yeah, I'm going to read this and close out. 1 Thessalonians 5 and NLT and 14. Brothers and sisters, we urge you to warn those who are lazy, encourage those who are timid, take tender care of those who are weak. Be patient with everyone. So yeah, man, that's basically it. You know, then men get spiteful, you know, being bitter, holding grudges, and which is what, you know, verse 15 going into. It says, see that no one pays back evil for evil, but always try to do good to each other and to all people. So yeah, man, and that's off. That's once again going into what? Proverbs, the 24th, 29, Proverbs 29 in the chapter in the first verse. You know, someone who, you know, is constantly being reproved, they were being rebuked, they're being corrected, you know what I'm saying? But they just don't want to have any, like the other brother said, no etiquette, man. No etiquette, okay? No order. They want to be unruly, you know? And they respond back to that if they're not of the Lord's sheep in a way like someone's coming at them and they, you know, they're not going to take it. They're not going to bow down their neck. It says, he that being often reproved hardeneth his neck, right, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. In the NLT, whoever stubbornly refuses to accept criticism, yeah, according to the Spirit, you off. You know, it could just be anything, man. Like, yo, bro, we gotta quit doing that. We gotta quit doing this. I gotta quit doing that. You know, you're supposed to be offended. Let's, okay, Khan, Salakia. But you do it again. Okay, Khan, Salakia. Okay, you do it again. But Khan, Salakia. Okay, then you stop for a minute. Then you do it again. You got a certain measure before you out. It says, really, and when you out, that means you about to be destroyed. So it says, whosoever stubbornly refuses to accept criticism will suddenly be destroyed beyond recovery. So that's basically it. So, call Halam La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Wahara Kakwadash. This just should prove to you that, you know, yeah, we only got so many Salachias, you know, for you Salakia your ass out the truth, man. You know, a Salachya is the response to when she reproved. And if you constantly coming with Salachias to the same thing you already been reproved on, that means you hardening your neck. And the Lord said, when that happens, you're going to be destroyed without remedy, which proves what? That yes, everybody only has a certain bottle of Salachias. You can use them all up. So take heed, man. Shalom.